An important part of building community is developing your classroom rules. Rules are different than procedures. Procedures are the way you just get things done in your classroom. They lead to routines. Rules, on the other hand, relate to our behavior that we use all the time. Rules relate to how we treat each other and ourselves and our environment. So they're very different than procedures, and they need to be taught and learned in a different way. Procedures, basically, we just drill them and practice them until kids sort of do them without thinking about it. But rules are very complex and require lots of modeling, lots of understanding, and lots of development. I mean, essentially, we're helping children follow rules from the day they enter school until they end school. So when we think about rules in this way, there are only 3 rules that we need. We need a rule that relates to how we treat each other. We need a rule that relates to how we treat ourselves, how we behave ourselves. And we need a rule that relates to how we treat all the materials and things in our classroom environments. So I recommend only these 3 rules. Something along the lines of, we are kind to each other, we are kind to ourselves, we are kind to our things. So again, notice that I've got each other, which relates to our relationships with each other. We're kind to ourselves, which is about taking personal responsibility. And then we've got our things, which relates to all of the materials and things that we use in the classroom. So 3 rules, they focus on ourselves, others, and our things. So how do we teach these rules? The first step is to gather a class meeting and have children talk about the way they want their classroom to feel. What would a good classroom look like? What would a good classroom feel like? Listen to your students. Have them, write down their ideas, or have them write down their ideas, and give them a goal that you're working towards. Because the reason why we have rules is to have a classroom that everybody wants to be a part of. Then you can start asking them, what types of rules do you think we should have? And you'll probably get a lot of procedures, but that's okay. List all of the rules. And then you want to have a way of boiling down all of those rules that they've come up with into these 3 categories. And I think you'll see that it works really well. Take all the things that relate to how we treat somebody else, take all the things that relate to how we take personal responsibility, like staying safe or working hard, and how all of the rules that might relate to how we take care of things in our classroom. Make an anchor chart like this, or some kind of a sign or a poster. You might want to have the children sign it that they agree to this contract, and then you're going to post it. It's not enough to put the rules on the wall, right? Once you've posted it, then you've got to go back and remind children of our rules. Develop their capacity to follow these rules, which is part of building community as well, and we'll review in other videos. So again, you're going to develop 3 rules, you're going to post it, and you're going to reinforce those rules as often as you possibly can.